guys. Two things I want to cover real quick. One being a webbot hit. We already had some of this language fulfilled little while back. I don't know if it was a month and a half ago or so, about rivers flowing backwards and that kind of thing. And there were some estuaries that were doing that along the sides of the rivers, or one of the rivers, and it may have been the Mississippi. I don't quite remember at this point. The other thing I want to discuss I'll start with actually, is silver. You know, I always recommend silver eagles. Main reason, there's actually a premium always on them, and as the price goes up, the premium goes up. And second is that the U.S. Mint, the government, mints these coins. So there's never going to be a problem. Like, if they ever tried to put something in place, like some kind of half-assed confiscation or something like that, they're not going to confiscate something that you bought from the government. I mean, it's not going to happen. Thirdly, I guess I should say, for one thing, is they're not going to be confiscating gold and silver. It's not going to happen. Especially silver, and I don't care about gold because I only deal with silver for the most part. But when silver was $10, for a very short period of time, I think in early 2009, the premium was around $2 or $2.25, somewhere around there. Today, at $35 an ounce, that premium of 20% basically is still in existence. You can go to eBay right now as I'm speaking and search for these coins, and you'll see about $40 to $42, $43 sometimes. So it's within 18%, 20%, somewhere around there, right? So if at $35 the 20% premium on Silver Eagles exists, and you're going to pay $41, $42 for a coin, the same thing was said when it was $10. Same thing was said when it was $25, $30, etc. It was, $5 premiums. So, having said that, if silver's $100 an ounce, the premium is going to be approximately $20 more. So you're going to get Silver Eagles for not $100, if that's the spot price. You're going to pay $120, which also means you could sell them for $120. And imagine if you bought Silver Eagles for $20, right? You bought some when the price was $16 or $17 an ounce. You paid the little $3 whatever fee premium. Okay, boom, you got some for approximately $20 an ounce. And all of a sudden, you've got these coins, and now the price is $100 an ounce. Technically speaking, it's $120. The $20 that you paid for the entire coin, you are now getting that back just off of the premium. The $100 is now pure profit in your pocket. If you have a regular 1 ounce, no name, whatever, generic, whatever you want to call it, brand of, silver coin, silver is silver. It's still 1 ounce, and it's still worth $100. Great. Fantastic. But it's not going to fetch the $20 premium at $100. That's not going to happen. That's one of the main reasons I decided to get Eagles. Because paying that little extra premium now, or in my case now, a few years ago and up until now, is going to be awesome when I'm getting, $20 back as a premium plus the $100 or whatever if I was to go and sell my coins. All right, so the second part of this video, I want to talk about a webbot hit. Now, about somewhere between a month and 2 months ago, I did a video about, I think it was the Mississippi River, one of the estuaries on the side or whatever, was showing that the water was actually running backwards, which was like odd. It's not supposed to do that. It doesn't run the opposite direction, but it was. May have been in one or two different places, I don't recall. But it happened, and I did a report then saying, hey, the webbot said to look out for this stuff. Here it is. I have another one now from a different part of the planet, but it basically, amateur video, whatever. An hour after low tide, when he saw the wave, he said the tide was coming in from left to right. All of a sudden, it stopped coming in from the sea and went back out the other way. It came back at quite a force. All the boats were bobbing around. To see a tide suddenly stop and go back the other way at 4 times the speed was unbelievable. Uh, this unusual tidal surge struck Cornwall, Devon, Dorset, and Hampshire coastline on Monday morning. There were reports of rivers with the S, rivers changing direction, fish leaping out of water, and hair standing on end due to static. Uh, Whatever the cause, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really concern me. Oh, well, it was a landslide, or oh, well, it was something else. What concerns me is the WebBot project, this piece of software, predicted this in advance of these things happening. So if there's a software program that's capable of doing that, you in seeing something that's so off the chain, off oddball, like what kind of prediction is that? Like rivers running backwards. Where does that come from? Like seriously. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't care what you and I think. It's going to produce what it produces. And here's your report. Read it. Have a nice day. That's one section of the report. Terra entities, right? Earth change parts. And then there's the sections of financial collapse, dollar collapse, gold and silver skyrocketing, global revolution, wars breaking out, radiation problems, a lot of gloom and doom. So if this thing is capable of getting that right, as I've said in some older videos, I don't care if the WebBot is only 15 or 20% right or accurate. If it's only 15 or 20% right in its forecast of the near future of mankind and the world over the next several years, it's going to be worse than terrible. Now, granted, after all that, it's going to be great. Things will have finally been cleaned up, out with the old ways, get rid of the corruption, everything else, start a whole new society kind of thing, whole new way of doing things. Great, but that's years and years away. We're fixing to enter the period of time that we don't want to enter, but we're going to have to. So, again, I'm saying it now, if the WebBot is only 15 or 20% right, which is already better than that, but if it is, it's going to be worse than terrible. So, you might as well read the whole report just to get an idea of what the potential outcome of all this is going to be, and understand that you definitely need to be prepared. Gold, silver, food, guns, that sort of thing. And now a Geiger counter, radiation detector, probably wouldn't be a bad idea, seeing that now it looks like America's starting to have nuclear problems here, for God's sakes. But anyways, that's all I wanted to share with you. Another WebBot hit, so take care.